Are we ready to learn about the honey influencer scam today?
You've probably heard about by now.
Jesus, chill.
You've probably heard about Honey. You know, the browser extension that saves you money.
Do you have Honey installed?
What's Honey?
Oh, no.
Honey.
Honey is a free browser extension.
Free browser extension.
Free browser extension.
Free browser extension.
That automatically applies coupon codes when you check out online.
Free money, basically.
It's literally free money.
It doesn't make sense to not be using this.
So what's the catch?
There is no catch.
Join Honey. Join Honey.
Join Honey.
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 Honey. Honey. Honey. Honey. Honey. Honey.
Join Honey.
Yeah, I hate to break it to you.
Honey influencer scam. It's a scam. You save free money by clicking a thing. Have we looked into this on stream before? My guess is, what is it, abuse regional pricing or something?
You, but your favorite influencers sold you a lie. Honey is a scam, and the majority of claims promoted by those influencers aren't even remotely true. But it gets worse. Honey hasn't just been scamming you, the consumer, they've also been stealing money from influencers, including the very ones they pay to promote their product. And I'm not just talking about a few bucks here. I believe this scam has likely cost content creators millions of dollars. Sound crazy? Well, I didn't believe it at first either, until I experienced it myself firsthand. In fact, I'm confident this might just be the biggest influencer scam of all time, which is insane considering Honey is owned and run by PayPal, who purchased this company for $4 billion. This three-part series is the result of a multi-year investigation where I believe I've uncovered signs of advertising fraud, affiliate fraud, the illegal collection of personal data, deception, lies, coercion, extortion, the list goes on. I've reviewed hundreds of documents, adverts, sponsorships. I've reviewed emails between Honey and merchants, interviewed victims. Believe me, this runs deep. Now, I want to be clear. The views, allegations, and conclusions expressed in the series are my opinions, based on evidence I have gathered, which will be shared throughout. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Honey Trap. Now I know what you're thinking, it's a free browser extension, how bad could it be? Well, trust me, it's far more sinister than you might think. You know what they say, if a product's free, it's likely you're the product. And as you'll find out later in this investigation, that remains true for PayPal Honey. Now, like most people, I too fell for the lies. I mean, what's not to love about a free browser extension that saves you money? It's a compelling product, and with the endorsement from what feels like every single popular influencer on YouTube, it's no wonder millions of people downloaded it. Ironically, the very influencers promoting Honey seemingly had no idea the company was quietly picking money out of their very own pockets.
Wait, what do we know her? Oh, ASMR person. Oh my God.
Seemingly had no idea the company was quietly picking money out of their very own pockets. Well, at least one of them realized, but we'll get to that later. So let me show you how Honey's been stealing money from influencers. So let's say you're watching a video on YouTube. If you're into tech like me, maybe you're watching a Linus Tech Tips video. Linus tells you about this free browser extension that saves you money online. You install it in 2 clicks and boom, you have Honey. Perfect timing because it just so happens you're looking to buy a new CPU for your computer. You come across another Linus Tech Tips video and after watching, you're convinced you should buy the one recommended in his video. So you scroll down and find Linus's affiliate link to that product. Now, for those of you who don't know, when you click an affiliate link and buy something, the influencer who promoted the product earns a commission for referring you to that store. So you add the product to your cart, get to the checkout page, and hello, Honey says they found you 10 coupon codes. Sweet. You click apply discounts and Honey gets to work. But unfortunately, none of the coupon codes worked. Doesn't matter though, because as Honey has promised us for years, that means we know we've got the best deal. So you complete your purchase, you're happy, your new CPU's on the way, Linus is happy, he's getting his commission, everyone's happy, right? Well, let's quickly rewind and see what was happening behind the scenes. You see, after clicking Linus's affiliate link, you'll notice in the URL, there's a tracking tag labeled short circuit. That's a reference to one of Linus's YouTube channels. And this tracking tag is how Newegg knows who to pay a commission to. We can also see that this tracking tag has been saved on my browser in the form of a cookie.
Oh shit, somebody in Wait, what was first? I thought this guy was just trolling me. Someone in YouTube chat said they did the same scam that you proposed to do with the DGG extension. I feel like I talked about this a long time ago. We should have an extension that automatically swaps out the affiliate link. How long has this shit been running for? Did one of their employees steal my idea? This is a great idea. Fuck.
That will expire in 30 days. That way, if we only decide to complete the purchase a few days later, Linus will still be credited the sale. It's kind of like when you're at a department store buying a TV, and the salesman who helped you gives you a referral card or a receipt with their name on it, so when you eventually get to the checkout counter, the clerk knows which salesman to award the sale to. You can think of affiliate cookies as a digital version of that. So what happens?
You retards keep saying it's already in chat. No, it's not about a link posted in chat. What he's saying is that the way that this plugin works is that, like, if I go to any other website on the internet and I click an affiliate link and then I click the extension to check for coupons, it's swapping the affiliate link. It's not just doing it like in a chat room or on a page somewhere. It's doing it with every single affiliate link you click and then validate with the coupon button.
Happened when we got to the checkout page? Well, once Honey popped up, watch what happened to Linus's affiliate cookie after we clicked apply discounts. You see that? Honey came in
Ooh, we had the boom sound and everything.
after we clicked apply discounts. You see that? Honey came in, removed Linus's affiliate cookie, and
How is this illegal? I doubt this is illegal, but this has to be like, you must have like civil liability. This is like tortious interference at the very least, if not, and I'm sure you're breaking at least a dozen or so terms of service. This has to be, even if it's in the fine print, you're like very clearly and obviously scamming people that are promoting your sponsor. Like, there's no way somebody like, I'm sure Linus probably makes, 7 figures a year, maybe 6 figures a year from affiliate marketing. They must have noticed a drop off though in their affiliate marketing, no? Or maybe, I guess maybe not everybody's using this extension.
and replace it with their own, claiming credit for the sale and pocketing the commission money for themselves. Yeah.
Not illegal, but could be civilly liable. Please explain for the readers in chat. So it's not really like illegal for me to break a contract. Usually when you say illegal, you're referencing criminal law. Criminal penalties are anything from the state fines you to the state takes away your freedoms. So like they might put you in prison, right? Those are criminal offenses, and the state is what always has to come after you for a criminal offense. I can't arrest somebody and then charge them with murder. I can only hold people civilly liable for things, and the penalty for that can only ever be some form of like monetary payout. Although there might be other kinds of payouts, but I can't like send somebody to prison for a civil thing.
Credit for the sale and pocketing the commission money for themselves. Yeah. Now, if we quickly go back again, we can see what's causing this to happen. After clicking apply discounts, what you'll notice is that in the top left corner of your browser,
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I would imagine that Linus would know this like fucking immediately. Hey, we ended the partnership with Honey due to the way their service interacted with affiliate links. Essentially, if someone clicked on an affiliate link, for example, one of ours below in the video description on YouTube, and then if they use Honey and search for a deal, Honey will override that tracking link even if they don't find you a deal. That didn't jive with us, so we ended the partnership. Yeah, I'm curious how long they had that partnership for. I feel like they would have noticed this in like 2 months or something. Yeah.
Honey discreetly opens a small new tab, which acts like a simulated referral click, as if they were the ones to refer you to the website, even though you're already on the website and at the checkout page. Once that page is finished loading and has stuffed PayPal's affiliate cookie, the tab automatically closes, leaving you blissfully unaware that anything ever happened.
Oh, somebody
It's
said
very
years?
sneaky.
Jesus.
Now,
Okay.
when I first discovered this was happening, I thought, there's no way. Why would all these high-profile influencers be promoting a company that is actively poaching their affiliate commissions? It didn't make any sense. So to make sure I wasn't going crazy, I went on a Honey testing spree, clicking one affiliate link after another, and it kept happening. But even after all those tests, I scoured the internet to see.
Sadly, Linus Tech Tips didn't warn everyone more. I mean, that's a pretty rough thing. Like, let's say you notice something you don't like. Are you going to run around the industry and like scare people off of a sponsor? Like, that would probably make you look really, really, really bad and really scary to any other sponsors. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of a rough position. I think it would probably be the right thing to do, but
See if anyone was talking about this and found nothing. Okay, there was this one debate about it on the Y Combinator forum, but nothing concrete. Besides that, virtually nobody was talking about this, adding fuel to my doubt. So I figured, screw it. I'll reach out to Honey and ask them directly. And sure enough, they came back to me with the following. If Honey is activated and is the last program used while shopping on a site, it is likely Honey will receive credit for the purchase. I was right, and just like that, my investigation into Honey began. Now, some might consider what PayPal's doing here dirty or highly unethical, but personally, I can't see how it's anything short of fraud. I mean, just imagine something like this happening in a real-world scenario. Let's say you're at a department store looking to buy a new TV. A salesman spends time running you through your options. You decide to buy, he gives you his referral card, you get to the checkout, and right as you're about to pay, a sleazy salesman pops up going, "Hey, shall I check if I have any coupon codes for you?" Naturally, you say sure. He snatches your referral card without you ever noticing, looks for coupons, says sorry, no luck this time, but instead of handing back the original referral card, he hands back his own. PayPal didn't refer the customer to the store, they didn't promote any of the products, the salesman did that. PayPal provided absolutely zero value to the customer, yet they were rewarded for the sale. But because this is all happening online, buried behind clicks and cookies and tracking data, there's little to no transparency that this is ever happening. Okay, but what if Honey had found a working coupon code? Would that make it okay for them to claim the commission? Honestly, no, I don't think so. The fact remains that Honey didn't refer the customer to the store, nor did they promote the product. Look, don't get me wrong, I'm a consumer myself. Saving money matters, especially when money's tight. But this scam doesn't just affect wealthy influencers. There are hundreds of thousands of small creators, bloggers, artists who rely on affiliate commissions to support their craft. Sure, you could argue that Honey may have convinced the consumer to complete the purchase by providing a discount. But let's be real, if you're already at the checkout with your items in your cart, you already have a high intent to purchase. And again, this would never fly in a real-life sales environment. No department store is going to allow a salesman to hang out at the checkout counter, casually handing out coupon codes while simultaneously stealing commissions from the other sales reps. So why are we allowing a corporate giant like PayPal to do it on the internet? Now, believe it or not, this first example I just showed you with Linus is just one of 3 scenarios in which Honey poaches affiliate commissions, and the next scenarios are even worse. But before I show you how bad scenario 2 is, it's important you understand the fundamental system Honey is exploiting.
Okay.
You see, in affiliate marketing, there's this thing called last click attribution, which basically means last click wins. For example, you might click on a shoe blogger's affiliate link for a pair of Nikes, but you don't buy right away. Later, you click on a YouTuber's link for the same shoes and complete the purchase. In this scenario, the YouTuber gets the commission and the blogger gets nothing. There are other models like first click, where the blogger would win the commission, or dynamic click, where the commission is shared. But the industry went with last click because while it's not always the fairest, it's the easiest to implement. Therefore, it became the industry standard. Now, when it's blogger versus YouTuber for a sale, honestly, I'd say last click is usually fair. But when it's anyone versus Honey, there's no real competition. Honey pops up right at the end of your purchasing journey, virtually guaranteeing they'll win that last click. They of course know this and do anything they can to get that last click, even when there's no coupon codes to offer. Which brings us to scenario 2. Honey Gold, which is now called PayPal Rewards. Here's how it works. When you get to the checkout and Honey Gold is available, Honey pops up and is essentially saying, "Hey you, consumer, click this button here so PayPal can claim the commission for the sale, and we'll share a portion of that commission money with you in the form of points." It's basically a lame cashback scheme. And it's genius because if there are no coupons to offer, but the store is participating in Honey Gold, it gives Honey another reason to get that last click. How can YouTubers, bloggers, or any other type of affiliate fairly compete against this type of mechanism? Of course the consumer is going to click, and of course they're going to win the sale. Now this got me thinking, how much of their commission are they actually sharing with users? Well, to find out, I decided to put Honey Gold to the test. So I looked for any website where Honey Gold was offered and found it on NordVPN. And no, this is not a sneaky sponsorship. So I signed up for NordVPN's affiliate program, which offers 40% commission on successful referrals. After getting approved into the program, I received a custom affiliate link for my YouTube channel. Using this link, I made 2 separate purchases. For the first, I activated Honey Gold, and sure enough, you can see my affiliate cookie was replaced with Honey's. And for the second, I didn't activate Honey Gold. As expected, I was awarded a $35 commission for the sale where Honey Gold wasn't activated, and received nothing when Honey Gold was activated. For the first time, I experienced Honey poaching my own affiliate commission. So how much of my stolen $35 commission did PayPal share as cash back with my Honey account, aka the consumer? Brace yourselves. 89 points, which is equivalent to 89 cents USD.
Damn.
That's right, Honey poached a $35 commission for doing nothing and rewarded me a grand total of 89 cents. Thanks, PayPal, you really shouldn't have. No, seriously, you really shouldn't have. Now, on to scenario 3. For you ladies out there, let's say you're looking for a new outfit. Your favorite influencer tries on something that slays, you click on their affiliate link and get to the checkout. But in this scenario, Honey knows it has nothing to offer. No coupon codes, no Honey Gold, yet it still pops up to announce absolutely nothing.
No shot does clicking the got it replace the affiliate. No way does clicking got it do that. That would be wild, right?
As fuck. Naturally, you click the got it button to get rid of the annoying dancing coin, and whoa, what's that? PayPal takes the sale.
Oh,
Why?
man.
Because fuck you, Mary, that's your commission. But wait, there's more. My personal favorite is when Honey has nothing to offer, so pops up offering you to check out with PayPal, even though the option is already available at the checkout page. And of course, if you click the checkout button, PayPal poaches the sale. Classy. As I was saying, Honey uses any excuse possible to get that last click from the user. It's absolutely disgusting. I can't even begin to fathom how much money has been lost at the hands of this browser extension.
Wait, how much? How many years has this even been like a thing? That Linus thing was from 2022. People were saying he had that sponsor for years. It looks like the earliest video Linus had Honey as a sponsor was 2018. It's got to be to the tune of at least millions, if not tens of millions. Maybe more? Maybe it hasn't always done this, though. Maybe they haven't always done the affiliate hijacking. No?
Imagine being the influencers who promoted Honey, telling your audience, who, by the way, are the most likely to use your affiliate links, to download an app that poaches your affiliate sales. It's crazy. Now, to be clear, not every influencer who promoted Honey engages in affiliate marketing, so those who don't are obviously unaffected. But did any of the influencers who are engaging in affiliate marketing ever catch on to what Honey's been doing? Well, it turns out yes, at least one of them did. Linus Tech Tips, who have been promoting Honey since 2017. So here's how I found this out. You see, one day I was browsing Linus's forum to see if anyone had raised the red flag about Honey. And sure enough, back in 2020, someone sounded the alarm, but it was ultimately ignored. However, in 2022, a different user noticed that LMG were no longer promoting Honey and asked the team if they had been dropped as a sponsor, to which one of Linus's employees responded with, "We ended the partnership with Honey due to the way their service interacted with affiliate links. Essentially, if someone clicked on an affiliate link and then they use Honey and search for a deal, Honey will override that tracking link even if they don't find you a deal. That didn't jive with us, so we ended the partnership." Okay, so they had no idea this was happening, and it took them several years to catch on. That's quite telling, because we're talking about a tech-savvy YouTube channel that's run by a very large team. The fact it took them several years to figure this out, in my opinion, really underscores the deceptive nature with which Honey operates. If Linus and his team didn't know, I can't imagine many other influencers would have known either. Now, I have to say, as a longtime viewer and supporter of Linus's channel, I'm incredibly disappointed they weren't more public with this discovery. I get this specific issue doesn't directly affect their viewers, but surely they must have realized the wider impact this could be having on the creator community, a community they're a part of. I think that matters. And it's not as though they only promoted Honey once or twice. They did approximately 160 sponsored segments, all of which remain live on YouTube. Those videos have accumulated around 194 million views. According to my data, that makes Linus's company, LMG, the third largest promoter of Honey on YouTube. So yeah, in my opinion, they should have made more noise about this. But what's truly baffling to me is that after LMG ended their partnership with Honey, they then went ahead and partnered with a company called Karma Now, a coupon browser extension that literally engages in similar behavior.
Oof.
Now, I did reach out to LMG about the situation, and I'll be honest, their response was not to my satisfaction. They didn't address the majority of my questions. However, they did at least provide some important context about their dealings with Honey. LMG stated that as soon as these issues with Honey were brought to us, we tried to work with them to remedy them. After a few calls, we were informed that they weren't willing to change, so we stopped working with them across all channels. So let me get this straight. One of Honey's biggest promoters goes to them and says, "Hey, can you please stop overriding our affiliate links?" And Honey effectively goes, "Nah, not happening." Assuming I've got that correct, and if true, that just goes to show what little regard Honey has not only for content creators, but also their partners. Now, as for LMG's less than ideal response, I did press Linus's team to address the rest of my questions, but never heard back from them. But it's time to shift gears, because unfortunately, this scam runs much deeper than stolen affiliate commissions. It's time we talk about how Honey used these influencers to sell you a complete lie. How they sold you a product that was doing the opposite of what they promised. You see, as I was testing Honey across different stores, I was encountering a reoccurring issue. When I reached the checkout page, Honey would claim it couldn't find me any coupon codes. Yet when I searched manually, I found working codes with ease. And even when Honey did find me a code, I was often able to find another code of better value. Kind of strange, given their claim that,
Well, thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is now a thing of the past.
Another oddity was that Honey would often only find me Honey branded coupon codes, such as Honey 5 or Honey 10. Why would a store only have Honey branded coupon codes? Kind of weird, right? But the biggest red flag was that when I tried submitting the better coupon codes I'd found, Honey wasn't adding them to their database. So why not? Well, eventually I figured out what was going on. It turns out that one of the key benefits for stores partnering with Honey is that they are given full control over which coupon codes go live on the platform, if any at all. I discovered this while listening to a podcast produced by Honey, which appears to be aimed at attracting new businesses to joining their platform. In this podcast, an employee from the Australian clothing store, Princess Polly, discusses the benefits of partnering with Honey.
What would you say to any brand that is considered working with Honey but hasn't yet?
I would say missing out on converting customers. Like I said before, Gen Z is super discount savvy. You can't ignore the fact that they will hunt for like discount codes and they might find a better deal. With Honey, you can also control the discount code percentage, which means like they will potentially find a higher discount code on the internet. It literally lets you control like the customer journey, convert and control like the discount code percentage as well.
This is insane. She's basically saying Honey is great for businesses because it encourages users not to bother hunting for coupon codes. And it allows businesses to control which coupon codes are shared with consumers. Now, I was able to further verify this on Honey's website, specifically the FAQ page for partners, which clearly states, as a partner, you have control over the content hosted on the Honey platform. So yes, even if Honey knows of a coupon code that offers say 20% off, but a partnering store tells them, hey, only share a 5% off coupon, then that's the only discount Honey will apply to your cart at the checkout page. I mean, holy shit. Honey wasn't finding you the best deals possible, they were intentionally withholding them from you for their own financial gain. This completely invalidates Honey's core value proposition to consumers. For years, they sold you the lie that they would find you every working coupon code on the internet and apply the best one to your cart. But nope, complete and utter lie. They have literally been feeding you coupon codes that were approved by the partnered stores who were paying them. And can I just say, the double messaging here is hilarious. Because on one hand, Honey has appealed to consumers by promising to find the best deals possible. But on the other hand, they appeal to businesses claiming that Honey helps prevent consumers from finding the best deals. It's absurd. Now, when you think about it, this all makes complete sense. I mean, why would any online business pay Honey for sharing their highest value coupon codes with its 20 million users? That's not an appealing partnership whatsoever. So, to make a partnership more attractive, Honey told businesses, hey, if you partner with us and pay us an affiliate commission, we'll let you control which discount codes are shared on our platform. And we'll tell our consumers we scoured the internet and found them the best deal possible. Everybody wins. Just not the consumers or the influencers. With this discovery,
this isn't playing both sides. This is like playing like all three sides. What, they're making money from the business owners, they're scamming money from consumers, and they're stealing money from other people's affiliate programs, and they're stealing money from influencers. Bro, this is like a scam in like fourth dimension.
I decided to do a thorough audit of Honey's advertising campaigns. And yikes, the ads, the sponsorships, everywhere you look, it's lie after lie. I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up going down as one of the most aggressive, shameless marketing scams of the century. Just look at this insane list of videos that were sponsored by Honey. According to my data, they sponsored almost 5,000 videos across roughly 1,000 different YouTube channels, racking up an unbelievable 7.8 billion views. It's crazy. So now that we have a clearer picture of how Honey operates, let's reflect on some of their claims.
Honey will find every working code on the internet and apply the best one to your cart.
If Honey can't find a discount code for you, then you can rest assured there's not a single discount or promo code
Holy shit, that's Dream.
on the internet.
It's a free browser extension that automatically finds you the best promo codes for anything you purchase online. You literally don't spend money.
Honey searches the known internet for every promo code ever used. This means you always get the best deals without even trying.
What Honey does is take money and they put it in your pocket. If there is any way to save money on your purchase, they'll find it.
Getting you the lowest prices possible at checkout.
You are always going to get the best deal no matter where you're shopping. Amazon, eBay, Best Buy, doesn't matter. Honey's got your butt covered.
If Honey can't find a code, you have the best deal.
It really puts into perspective just how shady this company is, doesn't it? Now, believe it or not, the Better Business Bureau launched an inquiry into Honey's advertising claims, but after Honey immediately discontinued the claims for, quote, business reasons, the BBB decided to drop the case. Honestly, at this point in my investigation, I thought I'd seen the worst of it. I thought I understood the full picture of Honey's shady business model. But here's the thing. What I haven't told you is that there were instances where Honey would actually work really well, finding me incredible discounts that seemed almost too good to be true. Now, it wasn't very often, but enough to confuse me. And there were even times when they weren't poaching affiliate commissions by claiming the credit for sales. These inconsistencies bugged me. It didn't add up with everything else I had discovered. It was clear I was missing something. But once I finally figured out what that was, I uncovered an even darker side to PayPal's scam. One that targeted an entirely
What? He's not about to cliffhanger us. What?
new victim.
We started having problems where customers would get in touch via our support saying, oh, hey, I just tried to use this discount, this 60% off coupon, and it doesn't work. And I'd be like, dude, that is not your discount. Like, how did you get that? And they'd be like, oh, I just showed up through the Honey extension.
Yeah, it cost us thousands, and I haven't even looked into how far back it went.
At the end of the day, like, you need to make the numbers work, and if Honey is going to steal 10% of your revenue all the time, you're going to have to raise prices at the end of the day, and it's just like a really awful business model. We've been so mad at them for so long.
And Chroma CEO
What is this? Probably don't want to end up on you probably don't want to end up on the secret billionaire island.
I don't think Elon Musk thinks he knows how to build rockets, but I do think he realizes that it's very valuable that you think that.
Yeah, the odds of me coming into the rocket business, not knowing anything about rockets, not having ever built anything.
I have gotten, at least Elon Musk literally builds rockets in the comments of videos, and just, he simply does not. I saw this Reddit thread, and it's just like, do you think...
Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, and Stephen Hawking are transported to the start of the 1900s with full knowledge of current science and technology. Who changes society the most? What? Why would Elon Musk and Steve Jobs go on the same list as Stephen Hawking? Like, imagine Daniel Saltman, Stephen Bonnell, Mr. Beast, and Einstein are transported back to the 14th century with all the, like... Billionaires want you to know they could have done physics, is the title of this video.
Think Steve Jobs built an iPhone? Like, he physically took the components and assembled them with his own hands? Do you think that? This is the reason I wanted to make this video. I just think we as a society should agree to stop falling for this. Like, there are no lone geniuses. Science and technology and, building things like iPhones and rockets are collaborative things that require the expertise of hundreds of people. Steve Jobs cannot go back in time and build an iPhone. What are you talking about? Just because he says, like, I thought about doing physics one time, you think he's a genius? We have to stop falling for this. These billionaires expend so much effort trying to be liked by the public. It must be financially good for them to humiliate themselves, to buy media outlets that they now own, and then have those...
Is this Atlas Shrugged book? Is this like a part of a meme, or...?
Writers write stories where they're like, Steve Jobs once thought about doing physics one time. Who is it for? We can all stop falling for it. I think so. I think we could all just stop listening to that, and we could have the appropriate response, which is like, what are you talking about? Just go to college and get a physics degree if you want. You're a billionaire. And related to Atlas Shrugged, in the past decade or so, there's been a whole lot of billionaires referencing building their own private societies. Like, Elon Musk is going to colonize Mars. Jeff Bezos wants 1 billion people in space. That Peter Thiel guy is talking about libertarian colonies on the ocean. It's just this book. Like, the people are like, hey, could you stop being little evil dragons that hoard wealth and maybe, like, pay taxes? And they're like, fine, I don't want to play anyway. I'm going to Mars. Except, unlike the book, I think the real oligarchs realize they can't do it alone. I think they realize that in order to have their perfect little libertarian utopia society, they will in fact have to enslave people. Should I have said that more gracefully? I think the billionaires realize that in order to have this libertarian society they want, they do in fact have to trap people and force them to do the labor. Like in space where you can't escape, or on Mars where you can't escape, or surrounded by the ocean, where you can't escape. Bill Gates owns nearly 300,000 acres in America. And if you look at the map, I've seen the climate change maps too, Bill Gates. I used to say that whoever ends up going to Mars with Elon Musk deserves it, but now I realize that that's not funny.
Okay, I don't know who she is. I don't know what she said. I don't know what this video is about. So I'm not trying to attack her. I saw a very funny, epic lay Reddit comment thread yesterday, and I was like, you know what? Fucking true. And I think it had to do with, why don't billionaires at least try to buy goodwill from people? Like, why not, like, solve homelessness or something? Because it only costs, like, $5 million to solve it or whatever, right? And then the next reply was saying, billionaires do try to buy favor, but only with the people that matter. The rich buying the rich. And then the next comment was like, well, some have tried, but it honestly doesn't matter because people still spread conspiracies anyway. And then they gave out Bill Gates as an example. And they were like, oh shit, that's true. Because I'm pretty sure Bill Gates has spent like to the tune of tens of billions of dollars investing in like African, like malaria fighting and all this shit. And none of that actually matters at all because people still think he's like trying to plant microchips in your brain. Even though Elon Musk is actually researching on how to plant microchips in your brain. It doesn't matter. Why waste the time?
Because people are actually buying the hype. People actually think billionaires are geniuses, and they are billionaires because they are.
Also, I'm so spy driven. I just want to admit, I want to be honest. I actually didn't donate to Wikipedia, even though I should have for a long time. because I'm just lazy. I am lazy. Until yesterday, Elon Musk tweeted out about how Wikipedia was woke. And that's the thing that's what pushed me over. I was like, oh, fuck. Well, if Elon Musk says not to donate, well, then fuck it. Let's go. Then let's fucking throw him. Let's throw him half a, what do they call it? A band? A stack? I don't know what 1,000 is. Half of that. How did you pick the number? I think the highest listed one is $500, but then if you, but then they have another box and it's like, click this if you want to graciously keep or allow us to keep all 500 and you cover the transaction fees. I'm like, okay. $20 transaction fee on $500. It's kind of wild. PayPal, what the fuck? I know you said to be more open-minded when dating, but I'm seeing a lot of girls on the apps repping the CEO killer, and it's freaking me out. Yeah, I mean, like, at the end of the day, we're not all that different, right? Like, guys joke about BPD crazy girls that would slash their tires, but they'd still fuck them or whatever. You know, girls see hot serial killers, and I thought we already did this whole arc with the oh fuck, what was that? Was it a Netflix show? What was it? What am I thinking of? This fucking show with this popular series, the Jeffrey Dahmer guy. I thought we already went through this whole thing.
It's absolutely bullshit. I think the Otto Warmbier story and what we just found out is a perfect distillation of what I mean when I'm talking about North Korea. It's fucked. It's bullshit. And Americans still choose to lie about it and embellish. It perfectly describes my position on North Korea. Does that make sense to you now? Do you understand it a little bit better? No, they didn't fucking rip his teeth out and like torture him for no fucking reason. But yes, there should have been no punishment for his like understandable desire to fucking bring home a goddamn memento. But like if you're running around saying like, oh, in North Korea, like everyone is forced to get the same haircut as Kim Jong-un, like that's not real. That's just made up. Shit's already fucked enough as it is in North Korea. You don't have to like make this stuff up, but people still choose to do so.
We somehow survive on what...
I don't know why I was linked this. I don't know what it's a reference to. I agree with the concept though. It is really annoying when people make up shit about a situation that's already bad and they make it even sound crazier. I don't know why, yeah. Don't you think it's weird that young men are being shown that the best way to get a bunch of women lusting after you is to essentially be a terrorist? I mean, I guess, yeah, but I mean, men do it with women as well. I mean, we're retards. We're all retarded. We're all retards at the end of the day. What are you gonna do about it, man? Oh yeah, actually, wait, there's literally a, what's it called on Twitter? Like mugshot shotties or whatever? Shotties. I can't say it, I haven't practiced my Blackanese in a while, okay? Destiny, how do you listen to people regurgitate the same populist brain mold talking points with no added insider analysis? I think if I was in your position, I would lose my mind. Welcome, we have lost our mind, okay? Can you admit now that the hate boner people had for Elon for the past 5 years is justified now? No, it doesn't work that way. You guys do this thing where you freak the fuck out. It's the same people like, can you admit that Sargon and blah, blah, blah were right 10 years ago? No, that's not how that works. Wait, what is this? You're telling me that that crazy Chinese American woman is leaving the Democratic Party? I'm hearing this for the first time. No way.
What's been the response, Lindy, since you made your announcement?
Vitriolic. And they say they're not a...
Okay, I'm not trying to break... This is not about a comment on just woman's appearance, okay? So I'm not trying to break the community guidelines, okay? Our very strict community guidelines, okay? However, I don't think this has anything to do with her being a woman or whatever. It's kind of sexist because it has to do with age, and that usually affects women worse. This woman looks like she's like 50 in her 50s to me. She's like coded as 50s to me. I don't know if it's the hairstyle or what, but this person, I can't believe this person's like, I think she's younger than me, isn't she? I don't know why or what it is, or I don't know if there's like is there like an Asian, is it the red lipstick? Maybe I associate that with older people because of when I worked at the casino. She looks 12 to me. It's the makeup. She's 34. It's the eyes. Maybe.
A cult, but look at how they behave when one of their own dares to think for herself. The excommunication, the defamation, the public shaming, the boycott campaigns, the psychological terrorism. I no longer have comments on any of my social media because it's just too much. I don't need that. It's just endless. And as soon as you step out of line, they will get you.
Oh, maybe it is the hair.
That is clear. So what's next? Are you going to turn Republican, independent?
Oh no, I would never be Republican. LOL. I would never do that. I'm going to be the same political beliefs I've always had. I just don't have a home in the Democratic Party anymore. So I'm going to be an independent for the time being. My beliefs haven't changed. They've just gone so far left.
What's next for you?
This all has been so fast for me, and actually someone scooped my own exit. Some random person on Twitter got 3 million views saying that Lindy Lee is going to exit. I couldn't even own my own departure. So this is all happening really quickly for me, but you might see me at the inauguration. I don't want to say too much.
Okay, my bad. Just kidding. Okay, maybe she's going full Republican. Okay. At Destiny, explain to me how CEOs of medical companies aren't evil if over 40% of bankruptcies are because of medical debt. Okay, first of all, when you say medical companies, there's a lot of different companies involved in medicine. You've got hospitals, you've got pharmacies, you've got insurance companies, you've got doctor private practices. There's all sorts of things, okay? Number one. Number two, that medical bankruptcy number, at least what I've seen it given in studies, is kind of weird the way they arrive at it. I think 64% of all bankruptcies are due to medical issues is what usually gets cited. And I think that number came from, it was some analysis where they basically took every bankruptcy that happened, and if you had a single medical bill over $600, I think in the past year, they called it a medical bankruptcy. So I don't think that number is accurate.
Much right now, but somebody on Team Trump already reached out to me. They've been incredibly gracious.
Oh my God.
On day one, they were kinder to me and more humane than the DNC ever was.
Wow.
And I just think that speaks volumes. Yeah.
Wow, who would have guessed? I don't think men like criminal women the way women like criminal men. For men, it's all talk, and they'll freak out when actually given the opportunity to fuck the crazy women. Absolutely true, my brother. But in the case of women, you see them actually going for criminal men all the time. Absolutely true, my brother. You're so right. I don't think that women are drawn to criminal men at all. I think that women are drawn to men that have certain characteristics that are stereotypically associated with men that are involved in crime. So it could be some high level of like confidence, physical strength, independence, arguably like these types of behaviors. if you're like if you're a fat nerdy guy who lives with his parents and you sell a whole bunch of weed, like no chick is being like, oh my God, like what a bad boy, right? It's just not happening. And in fact, but even like, I don't think that most women even are attracted to like an average criminal guy. I think that generally this sounds really mean. I don't mean to sound mean. Well, no, I can say criminals are bottom of the barrel, right? Like when you think of a criminal, you're already thinking of like crime lord. Like you're thinking of like the people like who are in the middle or the top. You're not thinking of like the average criminal who's like selling fucking, can I say smack? Is that a expression anymore? Who are like selling drugs on the street, right? It's just not usually what you're thinking of, yeah. Like, God, that dude was so hot how he shoplifted $600 worth of Nikes.
It's a woman.
A woman?
Yeah.
What is this? 15 years ago. Jesus.
She's having sex with a boy.
Nice. 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 Oh, but she's ugly, right?
Well, no, not really. It's the kindergarten teacher, Miss Stevenson.
The blonde?
Yeah.
Nice. 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 Some young boys having sex with Miss Stevenson?
Yes.
Nice. Nice. You sure they've had sex?
Yeah.
Nice. 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 Has she performed oral sex on him?
Jesus. Isn't there already some general safeties against the debt collect? Wait, what is this? Why aren't we going after debt collectors if they're the real issue behind bankruptcy? Are we stupid? Hello? Who do you think is the real issue behind bankruptcy? Bankruptcy is a legal proceeding, so why not just go after the courts? Can't declare bankruptcy if all the judges are out of commission, right? There are some examples in the past where goodwill from the ultra-rich did improve society. Bill Gates would be the closest thing at the moment. Most ultra-rich these days have hidden around 12% of the global GDP in offshore accounts. You mean global wealth? Nice haircut. Literally, no matter what I tell somebody down here, I am sorry. I am so sorry for this. January 1st going forward, I'm probably going to implement on my website like a little racism tracker to keep track of my bigotry. I have become, Miami Beach has made me slightly racist against Hispanics. I'm so sorry. My people, you are my people, I think, or at the very least my ancestors owned some of you, which kind of makes us shared people. Literally, no matter what I say, I showed him pictures. I had a description for my Israeli barber, and I was like, I need you to make my hair look like this again. Okay, scissors only, whatever. And he's like, si amigo, yes. And then it's low taper fade, or whatever the fuck. I don't even know. This will always be the haircut that I get down here. No matter what I say or what I do, it is always whatever the fuck this shit is. I have no idea what it is, but this is the only way that any Spanish speaking person down here can cut hair. It is literally the only way they can do it. I don't know why. It looks fine. No, it doesn't look bad, but it's not what I want. It doesn't fit it's just not what I want. These were the instructions, by the way. These were the instructions that I gave him. Please use scissors only. You don't want to see any scalp. About an inch length on the sides and on the top, and hopefully the hair reaches my eyebrows with the fringe. That's the instructions that I read him off, and he said, oh yeah, of course. And I think we're like 30 minutes into the haircut, and I haven't heard any scissors yet. It's all clippers, and I'm like, Whatever, man. Just fuck my shit up. Also, I don't know. Listen, okay? I'm very white. I'm used to white barbers, okay? And I don't know if it's a thing, but I want to say, like, the whole haircut is, like, 50 minutes, okay? And it's probably, like, 4 minutes spent on, like, this. And it's, like, 50 minutes spent on, like, this. Why? Who sees the back of my head? Unless I'm actually, like, going full fucking homosexual, getting fucked or pounded or whatever, okay? Like, you're gonna... It's kind of weird, Mike. Just... Fuck, I can't remember that. It's fucking weird, okay? I don't know why you need to spend... It's like 700 different types of clippers in the back of my head. And I'm like, can't you just, like, do one and then... Or two, maybe, if you want to be like... Jesus. I'm Hispanic with similar wavy hair as you, and I have the same issue with barbers. Yeah, I don't know if there's like, I don't know how to describe it. This, I need the Hitler Youth, whatever this is, kind of. These guys. Because I usually part it. But I don't know if I should come in and say that. That Israeli barber guy, he cut my hair once when I was in Israel, and then he came here and he's the guy that cut my hair in person. That dude was awesome. You're telling me you don't fuck with the Edgar cut? Wait, this is a meme picture, right? I can't tell. Sometimes there's stuff that is supposed to look good and I just don't have the eye for it. This is a meme thing, right? I might be 100% wrong, but I thought the hairs on the back of your head go a different direction or something. What? What do you mean? I don't know. Do they? I don't think they do. I don't know. Don't know, don't care. Whatever. Listen, you can either cut it too short or too long. I'd rather too short because eventually it'll grow back and then I can just do that and then who gives a fuck? What? Calm your ass down. Nice. I broke down on my way to family Christmas stuff, and the person currently repairing my truck was arrested for first-degree murder like a year ago. He seems really nice, though. Arrested for first-degree murder, or convicted of first-degree murder? Generally speaking, for Christmas, what kind of presents do you like receiving? I don't know. I'm not a gift guy at all. How do you think you, it's, fuck, I read, did we talk about this on stream at all? I think I repeated it. I don't know if we talked about it much. It is actually a huge mindfuck. There were so many Gen X movies in the whole movie that spoke to, like, the culture of Gen X was literally like, our lives are so materially sound and good that we're bored, and that makes us want to do crazy shit. And I think the meme showcases like 3 movies. Is it called Falling Down? Yeah. There might have been a fourth movie. But yeah, it was like Office Space, Fight Club, and Falling Down. And these were the everymen. It was like a white collarish dude who works a good job, but he's just like so bored with life because he has like nothing that he can be passionate about. And so he decides to do some crazy shit. I really still don't like this movie though. I think this is a bad movie. I didn't like this movie, okay? Oh, maybe even The Matrix could maybe even qualify. Yeah. American Beauty? Wasn't that guy like kind of rich? He wasn't like a normal, was it? I don't remember. An advertising exec who has a midlife crisis when he goes, oh no, okay, I guess it's kind of similar-ish story. That's literally the SpongeBob meme. Can you expand on this and compare to Gen Y or Z movies? It's really hard to, it's hard to, like when I communicate with people, I've gotten into some arguments, I guess personally with people recently. It's very interesting when people talk about how like everything is fucked, all the systems are broken, everything is ruined right now, everything is destroyed. And like, how do you get people to not see things that way? Like I'm becoming more and more, I guess like obsessive with this idea that we talked before about like the vibe session and how people thought we were in a recession because the media told them, and it seems impossible. That can't really be the case. But then like if I were to talk to conservatives right now, like we've been told that trans people, cross-dressers, and illegal immigrants have been destroying the country. And why it doesn't feel that way right now. Are they still? Maybe they are and they're just not talking about it as much, but do they feel that way? Do you think like a conservative feels that way? I'm not sure. I don't know. Like a year or two from now, are they going to feel like inflation is still an issue once Donald Trump has been president for a year or two? Like, I don't think they're going to have that feeling anymore. And it gets into this really weird world where what like are the emotions or the feelings that we have even in response to the lived conditions anymore? Or are we really just being told how to view the world and that's enough? I don't know. It's very strange to me. So would you say that Gen Z is as good today as Gen X was, or even better? Like, it's just hard to it's hard to compare. It's just hard to compare from one time to the next. And like if you say it's better, people want to fight you on it, but I don't even know how you compare it. One example that I gave, I kind of laughed. I don't remember if I said this on stream or it was off stream. I've been having a lot more off stream conversations, so I'm mixing up my realities. I remember one of the most agonizing things ever in the universe is when I was a kid, my little sister did dance. Oh God. She did, I think she did jazz, she did tap, and she did ballet. And her studio, it was either once a year or twice a year. I think it was twice a year. Oh, had dance recitals. And it was like 3 hours long. And this was traumatic. I don't know. Well, now I can say because I'm medicated and everything. So fuck you for the fakers. Okay. And I take like a big, I think the max safe dose for, or the max therapeutic dose for Adderall is 70 milligrams, almost 60. Okay. So I'm a big ADHDer and I have no side effects. Okay. So this med doesn't even faze me. I'm mega ADHD. Do you know how hard it is for like an 11, 12, 13-year-old kid to sit for 3 hours watching a bunch of 7-year-old, 12-year-old, 15-year-old girls dancing? Oh my God. But here's what you guys don't understand. This is what you guys don't understand when I say about how agonizing this was. We didn't have phones back then or like game machines, right? You couldn't play your Game Boy in the theater because one, you didn't have headphones. Headphones are kind of like an expensive, weird, exotic thing, okay? And that doesn't even make sense to you. You guys don't even understand that. Headphones were kind of like a big deal. Like if somebody was wearing headphones, this is like, what's going on here? This guy's like on some tech shit, okay? Headphones? Excuse me. Like, let's go beat this guy up, right? Headphones were kind of weird. The screen wasn't backlit. So you had to buy these little attachers, okay? You had to buy these little attachments that would plug into the side. And then if you turn this light on, it's like, whoa, the whole fucking, everybody's staring at you. Why does this guy have a fucking lamp? Okay. Why does this guy have a lamp? And it's just like, the universe was just so much harder back then. And even, even for my casino job, I remember that I would have to pick like which album for the night I wanted to load onto my flip phone because you had like very limited space. It was in the scale of either, I think it was like tens of megabytes of space that your phone would have. So I had to choose like which like 15 songs that I would want to put on my phone. And then on my phone, I would have to plug in headphones or earbuds, but they were dog shit back then. And it was just like, life was just so much harder in so many ways. So when you tell somebody like, be grateful that you can listen to music, it's like, well, that doesn't feel very good. Yeah, I don't know. We acclimate to our environment very quickly. Yeah. Thanks, Naomi Nada. Did you know what MP3 CD was? I barely found out about that today. Kind of, yeah. But I didn't really know enough about tech back then, so it took me a while to learn about it, yeah. Because MP3s didn't even make sense to me as a kid. Like, how can an MP3 be? Because digital stuff didn't make sense. I didn't understand digital waveforms versus analog waveforms. So if a CD can only hold 13 songs, how can an MP3 CD hold 200 songs? It's impossible. The CD is spinning, the laser's reading it, just like a head on a physical disc, so it doesn't make sense that an MP3 could be so much shorter. Does the CD spin slower? Like, yeah, but I didn't. Digital stuff was still kind of newish. I say that with like computers and everything, but. Remember when headphones had those little foam covers on the part that goes in your ear? I think I know exactly what you're talking about. What were those things that we carried around? The tape players. Why does it sound like I'm talking about a time that didn't even exist? It wasn't called a tape deck. That's what you're in your car. I never had tapes in my cars, thank God. I was like in Walkman. The headphones that came with these, not these ones. What am I? Oh, like this shit. Like with the little foam guys. Do you remember the lead you had to use on Game Boy to trade your Pokemon? Like, you mean the connector cable? You would buy a whole ass cable to connect your Game Boys to trade. But then on the Game Boy Color, on the Game Boy Color, they had the little infrared top thing. And so I think you could push, couldn't you line that up with the other Game Boy and shoot the trade back and forth? Do you know what I'm talking about? I think you could do it with this. Whew. Do you remember when you would shake your Walkman and the CD would skip unless you turned on that setting that would rape your battery? Yeah, you're talking about when you got into the 40-second no skip protection. Whew. That's when you knew you had the bad boy CD player, because it would read the disc ahead and store like 40 seconds of audio into memory, yeah. I learned generally about like CD players and why they would skip and all of that hardcore when I burned a whole bunch of CDs, I think like 40 or 50 CDs, and then I wanted to label them, but I don't know why. For some reason, I didn't want to write to the CD directly, so I would tape little pieces of like paper labeling stuff on them, and then I would write the name of the album and everything. And then it must have been a field trip or something, I don't remember. And I remember I went to play it, and every single CD I had just wouldn't play well. It would like skip, and it would fuck up constantly. And then I realized that it was because they were unbalanced because of the thing I'd put on. I had to unlabel all of them. One thing I do miss, explain to them what burning CDs means. When you write information to a CD, right? I don't know why they ever called it burning, but. Do you think that politics was always vibes-based, or has this changed recently? One of the things that I've said a lot, I talk about this a lot, but it has a lot of implications, is that we're becoming more similar and more different at the same time because we're kind of withdrawing into like these two separate groups that are very different from each other. I think the difference is that as the groups get bigger, you have to have feelings on things that are less and less relatable to your everyday life, right? So, for instance, I don't think that that a right winger or a left winger way back in the 50s that lived like very far in the north, they probably didn't have the strongest feelings about immigration because they just weren't impacted by it as much, right? And I don't know how much national media you're paying attention to, and I doubt that if you're in Pennsylvania or Colorado or Wyoming or Washington or even like Virginia or even like North Carolina, like any of these, you're probably just not talking about immigration as much. That'd be my guess, because like why? You're not on the border. People like Texas, California, Arizona, like these people are probably talking about it more for sure. But now that you listen to the radio, or not, now that you watch TV, now that you're on the internet, now all of these issues are like very important. They all very much drive you, and they drive how you feel about things. Whereas before you probably just didn't think about them as much. Maybe you heard about them every now and then, but you're not like, it's just not influencing your view of reality as much, I guess. Yeah. What's your reaction about the Christmas market attack to Germany and the way conservatives reacted to it? It's bad. You shouldn't terrorist attack people, generally speaking. I haven't read enough about all of the things back and forth about, like, was he a Muslim that hated Muslims, or was he actually conservative? He was trying to false flag Muslims, and then apparently Elon deleted a bunch of shit on Twitter about him. So I don't actually know where the facts fall on that, but. Most illegals can't speak English. They're not taking away jobs, just doing some Americans don't want to. Like, I'm going to be honest. And I want to say that maybe I don't have the lived experience here, but I feel like I should stop granting that, because I've lived in Miami Beach for 3 years. I used to go to Hialeah every summer. I say every summer. It was like 4 summers when I was a kid, because my grandma was Cuban. And then I've lived in Southern California, and I spent a decent amount of time like in Austin. I don't know if I've ever been to places in the U.S. where I'm legitimately like, oh my God, they can't speak English here. I'm so fucked. Maybe like at literal border cities, maybe it's like this. I don't know, but I don't think I've ever been in a place in the U.S. where I'm like, oh my God, they don't speak any English. I'm completely fucked here. There was a huge impact when switching technology from CDs to MP3 players. Did you remember your first iPod or MP3 player? Yeah, of course. It was an iPod Classic. No, they weren't called iPod Classics. It was just an iPod. I think generation 5.5. Because I think they had a 5th generation iPod, but then they released an updated version that could hold 80 gigs instead of 60, I think. And so it was like Gen 5.5, I think. This one. And then I think this was the first device I'd ever like jailbroken. So, because I had Rockbox on this. So I can play FLAC files. Kind of audio file. Ugh. And then you could put movies on it too. Wait, could you put shows on this? On the iPod video? Could you put... I don't remember ever having movies or shows on this. Maybe you could? I don't remember. Oh, maybe with Rockbox you could? Huh. Maybe I just wasn't... Maybe I just didn't watch anything at the time. Did you... Any light scribing? I don't even know what the fuck that means. Use a program that uses the laser to burn an image to the CD by inserting discs upside down. Nope. Did you ever use Winamp with all the cool extensions and mixers and shit? I don't think I used any extensions on it. I just remember Winamp was the one that was like, it really kicks the llama's ass or whatever, right? Am I making that up? Was that Winamp? I don't even know what that meant or where that came from. Why? Where did that even come from? Did you ever accidentally see some sketchy shit from LimeWire? I never used LimeWire ever. I did from Kazaa though, which was like the other version of LimeWire. Did you ever play games on a TI-84 in college? Unfortunately, yes. Not in college, but in high school. I didn't have to take any math in college. Phoenix was the game that we'd always upload and play. Phoenix, right? No, Phoenix. I don't know. It was like a Galaga Galaxia game. Could you upload? You couldn't play games on a TI-83, right? Or maybe you could. Wait, this is not it. It was like you shot from the bottom. Was it this? Oh, yeah, I think it was this. Would you say that women are attracted to dark triad traits? Some of them, maybe? I don't even remember. I don't know what I would have to look up what the dark triad traits are. I think you have to be careful, too, in saying what people... Because, like, that's like saying, like, are people attracted to, like, manipulative people? Well... Of course, definitionally, if you're manipulative, you're making people attracted to you under false pretense or whatever, right? That's the whole point, right? Like, do people like salesmen? Yeah, they have to, by definition. Otherwise, a salesman is not doing his job, right?
Winamp. It really whips the llama's ass.